Hey everyone, it's just Emily popping in here quickly just to say that in today's episode we are talking about Christmas, but that doesn't mean the other holidays don't matter. If you celebrate something else, we'd love to hear from you and to tell your story, so make sure to comment below. Enjoy the episode.
Is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to the SLC Voice Podcast by students for students. I'm Brian, and with me today, of course, is Amanda. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very excited for the end of the semester. I want a break. I need a break. And, I think as people can tell on the video, we're looking forward to Christmas right now.
I think it's going to be really good to kind of get that break from project overload and exam anxiety and head into the holiday season. I know Christmas is my favorite holiday. What are some of your favorite Christmas traditions?
So my family, we're a very musical family. And we always do there's family get together with some of our extended family from the one side and a caroling party basically. So my cousin brings his guitar and my dad plays the sax, so he'll play the sax and my mom plays the piano. And so we have some different instruments going on and we have all this older kind of not the religious sheet music, but the older Christmas music. So we just started caroling, just having fun. It's just it's one of those just really kind of wholesome, fun events I always look forward to every year, which I'm not going to have this year, but I was trying to think of maybe we can do it in a Zoom call or something. I'm not sure how to really approximate that, but it's a lot of fun. How about you?
Honestly, ironically, I didn't know that. We have almost the exact same tradition. We do it on Christmas Eve. We go over to my grandma's house. We call it the festivities, and we do carols. We read a Christmas story from the Bible, and we eat a ton of food and sweets. So I didn't know that. So that's really funny that we both have kind of the same tradition.
Yeah, that's actually kind of amazing. I don't really think I've met anybody else that does the exact same thing. So the irony here is huge. I love it. Mm-hmm. So my family's not definitely we have some other traditions too. Normally we always go over to my parents' place on Christmas Eve, and we have these old school VHS tapes that are recorded from the mid late 90s of the old school Christmas movies and specials and stuff like that. So we always watch a bunch of those, fast forwarding through the Sega Genesis ads and stuff, which are just hilarious time capsules. So I guess my question is, do you have any favorite Christmas movies that you like to get into in this holiday season?
I do. White Christmas. It's a really old one with Bing Crosby. It is
no.
Absolute favorite. My sister, my mom, and I will pop it in and watch it every year. And then sometimes we'll watch the really classics like The Grinch, Rudolph, Frosty, and all those. One that I discovered on Disney Plus recently, it's really adorable. It's a 20-minute short called Prep and Landing. It's these two elves who go to each house before Santa and make sure all the cookies are ready, all the kids are asleep. Honestly, it's so cute. If you have Disney Plus, I highly recommend.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those little adorable things that everyone can get into. There's one on the magical VHS type, which actually my dad did convert to a DVD, so thank God we're at least protected till last generation, so that's good. But anyways, it's this video. It's this family gets caught in a snowstorm on the way to grandma's, and it basically ends up with these little teddy bears, these little stuffed bears are animated to life, and they have to save Christmas. It's just again one of those kind of cutesy ones, but it's I can't get over it. It's just so fun to get into. You kind of get that little holiday spirit going on and everything. Mm-hmm. Myself personally though, I love my favorite of the newer generation is Jingle All the Way. I fiend that movie so much. Have you seen it before?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it yet.
Oh my God. Oh, you're missing out. Okay. So the base is it's Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was still on the tail end of his action movie career.
Oh, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. It's the most ridiculous. It's him trying to get this action figure for his kid, and it's just one of those just absolutely ridiculous kind of comedy caper style movies. I can't help but smile thinking about it. It's so stupid and ridiculous, and I love it so very, very much.
Yeah, it's always the cheesy ones that are really good.
Yeah, let's be real. We're talking about a giant elf that lives in the North Pole and drops gifts down in the chimney. I don't think we can really have any Christmas movies that are serious that are really gonna kind of evoke the same spirit. Like we're talking like The Grinch. It's a classic. The old school's a classic. The Jim Carrey one's great. The new one I refuse to watch because there's only two in my mind that exist. Like I know there's a new one. I'm not watching it. But I don't care.
Nah, I stick with the original cartoon one.
Yo, right? It's just so good. Betty Lou and everything. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, we know the Grinch steals gifts, but what are some of the best and worst gifts you've ever received for Christmas?
Oh man. So I was trying to think about this earlier, and like I think like the best kind of gift slash series of gifts I always get is my nana always gives me books, and like I think that's had a huge part of my life. Like so, in my 20s I worked in kitchens, I worked in construction, and everything, but I still kind of like kept that interest in learning and kind of like progressing my mind. And she's like a really smart lady. What she always do, she always go to bookstores and ask like, oh, this is what my grandson likes. Can you give me in the right direction? So I like it's not like one specific gift, but like I think that kind of continuous stream of like knowledge in like different spheres that are just like really well written things across like different genres. I think that's like the best kind of gift slash gifts I've ever gotten. It's had such a huge impact on my life. How about you? Best gift for you? What you got?
I would say books too. I love receiving new books, especially ones that I haven't seen before. So like sometimes I'll have an idea of like one that I want that I'll put on my wish list, but then like you'll get that surprise one where it's like, ooh, I wonder what this one's like. And then you read it and it's really good and it's something you never thought of before. So I
Nice.
definitely like receiving surprise gifts, I think, like ones that weren't on my wish list, but that they know I'll like kind of thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Those are the key ones. It was like that really shows that someone has a depth of knowledge of you for
Mhm.
you, and like that's why I kind of like the books ones. And like my parents, of course, would pull out some of just like the absolute like no doubt about it ones. Like generally, when I was growing up, like the year after a new game system would come out, I get it. It's like like I remember getting the N64 and like setting that whole process stuff was amazing. Like the amount of hours my dad and I spent playing like Legend like Ocarina of Time was just insane. Like that basically, when you got something like that, like one of those big gifts, like a game system or something like that, Christmas stops. Like I
Yeah.
don't care about the rest of the gifts at that point. And like thankfully, I think parents have learned that. So they start like having you open it at the end because otherwise, like you don't care about that gift from like your second cousin or whatever it is. Like, no, you have a game system, you're going to play it, and it's over.
Very true. I
So,
know last year, with the way the business program is, they keep everyone in the same classes. So we had the same little group that
yeah.
entire semester. So we actually did a Secret Santa with
Oh,
that
word.
little group. And I think it went really well overall. Like everyone seemed to know each other and get really good things for each other. I know I got a box of tea that I still have, like a little collection of different teas that I
Nice.
still drink, which are really good. So yeah, Secret Santas are always fun.
Yeah, they're definitely interesting. I've heard some families, they do like kind of like a different version of Secret Santa, but like it's like a gift exchange slash like you can steal gifts. I don't know. It sounded really confusing to me. It sounds like a lot of fun. Like I always want to do that one of those with friends where it's like you just buy like a $20-$30 gift and then like you can kind of like snipe gifts on each other and stuff. It just seems like a kind of like a really fun little spin on like the common thing. So
Yeah,
maybe
I've
I'll do
done
that
those
this year.
before. They are really fun. I remember one year, because I used to do them with my performing arts team at our Christmas parties.
Oh, cool.
Everyone would buy a gift and put it in the center, and then you'd go around and everyone could either pick a gift from the center and open it, or you could
Yeah.
steal one from someone else. And there was always that one gift that like got stolen
Yeah.
20 times. So
Yeah.
sometimes it was something like a little crazy. Like I know one year someone got a pineapple.
Of course, of course. Who doesn't love a good Christmas pineapple? I think it's definitely my favorite part of any Christmas meal.
Uh, well, speaking of pineapples, favorite Christmas foods? Any foods that you like that only come out around the Christmas season?
Ah, you know, is turkey a cheat there? I think it kind of is. Honestly, just to me, like the whole like Christmas meal is just something I key off on. You know what I mean? Like, it's that mixture of like the turkey with like your little gravy volcano and like on like the mashed potatoes or whatever. Like I I I don't know. I don't think there's one specific thing that I could really pick out. Like, you know, like you have like special like Christmas cake. Like, you know, I don't care about Christmas cake. It's okay. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not like, yo, I need that. I guess maybe eggnog. You know, that smacks.
Eggnog for me. I'm a holiday drinks person, so like when the candy cane hot chocolates come out or the Christmas teas, I'm always snapping those up. So I think that's probably my favorite like Christmassy season food. I don't know if drinks count as food, but we both cheated the rules on this one. So
it's an ingestible. It goes into your stomach. It's good. It's just a food, just a liquid food. And like this year, considering, you know, I think. I know myself, like my family, like we're gonna be doing like obviously like a modified Christmas, but I think this year it's gonna be kind of smart if people try to do more like outdoor gatherings and things. So, you know, it's like something like a nice like hot cider or like a tea like you're talking about. I think they're gonna be pretty critical if everyone's like kind of gathering outside like the back porch for Christmas dinner. But one thing I think we know is really important with any kind of Christmas celebration is as you talked about the caroling, music. Like, we're going to hear it all the time. Radio station is blasting it up. Do you have any favorite songs?
Oh, you're making me pick just one.
Okay, fine. No, you can give me, that's real. It's a very long list. Like, I think Christmas songs are like the biggest like subgenre of music. So, you know, give us a couple. Let's go.
I think like classic ones. I like any ones that I can kind of like just belt out and sing. So like White Christmas, Let It Snow come to mind. Newer ones, this one band, Sidewalk Prophets, basically their entire Christmas album is my favorite, but my favorite song from them is Because It's Christmas. It's one that's at the top of my Christmas playlist every year.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard the band. What's their style, like alt rock or contemporary, or what's their
yeah, their Christmas stuff is a bit more like contemporary, a little bit kind of on the pop rock side.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. There's an album I like too. So like I'm big into like the electronic music. Like I spend a lot of times at clubs and festivals and things. And there's this DJ in Cascade, and he put out this just absolutely beautiful Christmas album. And it's the kind of thing where it's like it's not like necessarily his normal style, but he basically did like electronic versions of these like, you know, like a lot of these contemporary songs or like these classical songs, and it's just absolutely beautiful album. And like my girlfriend, she works in a restaurant downtown, and like, you know, they gotta pick music, so they just been having that album on repeat recently because it's just like it kind of fits that mixture between like everyone likes it, but like, you know, when you like that kind of music, it's like it's got the little bit of an edge that you're not gonna get with it, like the standard just like strings and brass kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I don't know, I dig that one. Plus, like, that's real, there's a lot of classics out there. Like you can't go wrong with most of them, to be honest, but there are bad versions, so just be careful.
Yeah, I like a lot of Christmas medleys too, like where they mix one or two songs together, but it has to be done in a way that doesn't feel like cut this song, go into this song, and then cut it again. Like I like when they're able to blend them together really well.
Yeah, no, I totally feel that. Like recently I've kind of got into this whole subgenre of like classically trained musicians doing like classical versions of newer songs. And I think like Christmas music is kind of like a great area where people have been doing almost like the reverse, where, you know, like you have classically trained musicians, but they're using more elements of like digital mixing and things like that, and they're kind of like taking it into newer forms. And when they do that, they can make some amazing mixes. They can do some really cool things with it. Or as you said, you know, you have like bands we enjoy, they do their own mixes on these Christmas songs, and it's just a really fun little area of Christmas season. It's just like finding what crazy new stuff people have put out there. I love this stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you're hearing it on a constant loop, but you never get tired of it. Like you've got your Christmas playlist, you've got it playing at work on the speakers, and somehow you never get tired of it. Do you have anything else before we sign off, or are we ready to wish them Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays?
I think we can get out of here. You know, we both have some schoolwork to do, and I should probably start thinking about what to do for the holidays. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a very happy holiday season. Take a nice break from school, and we will see you again soon. Don't forget to follow us on social media.